There's a big meeting at the White House today between President Obama and the man who will soon become China's next president. Vice President Joe Biden greeted Xi Jinping as he arrived in Washington yesterday.
But not everyone is putting out the welcome mat, as we hear from senior White House correspondent Bill Plante. Bill, good morning.
Well, good morning to you, Charlie. A year from now, Xi Jinping is expected to be China's new leader. And his visit here is meant to showcase the economic upside of the U.S.-China relationship. But it comes at a time of severe tension between the two countries on trade and human rights. Xi is one of the most important figures in China, in line to become the head of China's Communist Party this year and China's president in 2013. And he could rule there for the next 10 years. His trip to the U.S. is a trade mission, but it's also meant to bolster China's image. Because in Washington, his country is often accused of not playing by the rules.
It's not fair when foreign manufacturers have a leg up on ours only because they're heavily subsidized.
That's just the beginning. The administration has also accused China of currency manipulation, protectionism, and intellectual property theft, all of which are seen as giving the Chinese an unfair advantage and potentially taking away American jobs.
We try to set up rules that are universal, that everybody can follow, and then we play by those rules. And then we compete fiercely. But we don't try to game the system.
Republicans running for president use China as a foil, too, at times seeming to one-up each other on who can be the toughest on China.
I will designate China as a currency manipulator.
I think we're going to have to find ways to dramatically raise the pain level for the Chinese cheating.
But the head of a group working to grow U.S.-China business ties says the health of our economy is more closely linked to China's success than we might think.
It's probably a $200 billion market for U.S. companies now. That's why China is important to us. It's enormously important to our economy, directly or indirectly.
And Xi Jinping is also going to Iowa and California. He's likely to get a much better welcome in Iowa because the emphasis there is on trade. And there, people need jobs, and trade with China is rising. Charlie, Erica?
Bill, he's going to Iowa because he lived there briefly. Tell us more about him, a very interesting man who Americans will be getting to know for the first time.
Well, that's right. He's a bit less formal than most Chinese leaders that we've seen before. And in 1985, he went to Iowa to study leaner pork technology and corn. And he stayed with the family there, who he will see again when he's here. And you know what else? His wife, who is not with him on this trip, is a very big deal in China. She's a pop star. But that's not all. She's also a major general in the People's Liberation Army. And by the way, his name, according to our man in Hong Kong, Jinping, means near peace. There you go.
And he will be the next president of China.